Chickens are all over the world except for one place. Hi, I'm NonnaGrace, and I'm from Western New York. The place that chickens are not is Antarctica. That's the only place in the world that has no chickens. There's 27 billion chickens in the world, and there's only 7 billion people, so we could all have a couple chickens to ourselves if we wanted to.
Have more than a couple.
Quite a few chickens
Quite
you could have to yourself. Chickens have different names depending on their gender and age. Baby is called a chick. Grown bird that lays the eggs is called a hen, and the one that fertilizes the eggs is called the rooster, and the one that is not laying any eggs but is not a chick is called a pullet. So if you can get pullets, you're closer to the laying stage than you are the chick stage. Chickens eat bugs, worms, seeds, and grain. A lot of people think that chickens are vegetarians. They're not vegetarians. They're omnivore. They'll eat anything that you want to give them, pretty much. Chickens have been said to be the closest relative to the T-Rex dinosaur. If you ever watch them walk, they look like a dinosaur, or watch them run, they look like a dinosaur. The one that had the real short arms that was way up high, like this, and their little wings would make you think of the little hands that are there, and the way they run. Their heads are smaller than their bodies. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or not, but they are. They're smaller than the bodies. The reason people have chickens are for eggs, or for meat, or some people have them just for pets. But if you're going to have a pet, you should have at least 2, because chickens are very social. They like to associate with another bird. And if you hatch them out, it's better if you can hatch out 2 at the time, because this way they have a buddy to hang around with. I've noticed that with Mr. Brown when she was young, she was the only bird that was hatched out, and I've noticed that with Thunder since Quasimodo is no longer around. And the little Black Betty who was hatched out with the Rooster, she's pretty much by herself too. Chickens have more bones in their neck than a giraffe. Can you imagine that? Giraffes are like humans. They have 7 vertebrae. And a chicken has 14 vertebrae, and they can turn their head both ways 180 degrees. Chickens have 3 eyelids. One of the eyelids is to keep the dust out of their eye and to clean it off when it gets dirty. The rooster's eyes are asymmetrical, which they can see far. Wait a minute, they can work at the same time. One is far and one is near. I had to think a minute how was I supposed to say that one? But that's why they can keep their one eye to the sky and one eye to the ground, and it's in perfect focus. That's the word I was going to say.
They can see both nearby in the broad view as they can see things far.
The camera was full and it stopped recording, but I'm going to tell you about the eye. I don't know if I've stopped there or what, but I'm going to tell you, so you might hear this twice. The rooster's eye is asymmetrical. It can focus far and it can focus near, so it can see the sky and it can see the ground at the same time.
And it senses motion very easily too.
That's true. So if a predator was coming at it sends out the alert.
Or a food source.
Or a food source. They will let you know that too. To hatch a chick, it takes 21 days, and the temperature has to be 99.5, and the humidity has to be 55 to 60%, and the hen is the best incubator for that. It's hard to keep my little incubator at that. If you have one of the Brocton ones, I'm sure it's easier. But my little one is very difficult to keep it at the temperature that it's supposed to be and the humidity that it's supposed to be. There is one hen that was in Alabama that was 16 years old. That was the oldest hen that there ever was. And that hen was called, I forgot her name.
Matilda.
Oh yeah, Matilda. That's right. Matilda was 16 years old. She was born in 1990. That's very unusual. The oldest I had was 8 years. But to live to 16, that's pretty darn good.
Yep.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this chicken information, or information about chickens. And I will see you in my next video. So bye-bye.